Hey Capricorn, it's your girl Jay, the High Priestess, back at it again with the general tarot reading for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Cancer season 2022, baby. Welcome to your shadow season. Happy summer solstice. Happy summer solstice. Interesting, like your shadow is like whatever the season where everybody's celebratory, everybody's like happy, everybody's like, it's like all the colors to your darkness. I love you. Be sure to check out your Sun, Moon, and Rising. Patreon gets everything first. Patreon.com/justjeverything. Over on Patreon, they get all the readings first. Way more content than I actually like advertise for the regular public. They also get the Patreon Plunge, which is the extended reading where we clarify every single card. We dive in and really get to the heart of the matter. And that's what we're doing in Cancer season for you, Capricorn, getting to the heart of the matter. You will be getting to the heart of some matter, and it's important. It's getting to the heart of the matter, being able to articulate it, to have words for it. It doesn't sting anymore. Like finally over some wound, over something that you've been feeling guilty or ashamed of. What I got for you guys when I leaned into it was just keep swimming. You're doing a great job. Just keep swimming. You got this. You got this. I feel like you're in the undercurrent of the tsunami and like it's all happening above you and you can keep swimming. You know how to do it, but not in a like evasive kind of way. Just keep swimming. I'm saying there's this you got a momentum going. Hey. For daily content, check out my Instasham. I only have one account, y'all. At justj_everything. TikTok at justjeverything. And for other dope shit that I do, check out my website, justjeverything.com. It's definitely time to like clear out the energy. Clear it out. The bells have been wanting to come out. I understand that you can cleanse your space with sound, y'all. You know that, right? I know. Well, if you don't, I love you. Now you do. Cleanse your area with sound. With this being your shadow season, I do feel like there is this new foundation that's being established for you. And it's a firm one, a stronger one. I don't feel anything negative or like fucking Capricorn, you know, like in regards to the season when I'm leaning into it. I feel like it's getting way easier for you because you guys are finally done bumping your head intentionally and are really starting to listen to your intuition. I say it all the time. Capricorns are the most slept on intuitives of the zodiac. Y'all be knowing, but you don't be listening. You need it to be like clear on paper and it to make sense and when everything you already know. And so this is a season where we are leaning all the way the fuck in to trusting, listening to, and acting on our gut, not our emotions. So make sure that you're spending some time differentiating between the two, between your emotions and your spirit, because there's a lot of room for correction, a lot of room for redoing. Capricorn, your ruling planet Saturn is retrograde in Aquarius until early October. And there's definitely this reassessment in the company you keep, your collective, your community, your hopes, your wishes, the way you innovate, the way you, there may be some area of your life where you're trying to like reinvent the wheel. And there's clarity coming. So on June 22nd, on June 21st, Cancer gets the sun. And so the sun in your shadow is going to be highlighting all of the things that may be uncomfortable for you to talk about. Family, roots, real estate, property, what you're doing long term, short term, the internal life, your private life. What else? The heart of the matter, the end of the matter. Also your career, your accomplishments, what you define as your peak. All of those things are coming up to be, are going to be illuminated. And I also feel like it's a very important time to let yourself be lovey-dovey. This Cancer season feels very lovey-dovey. It feels very romantic. And that snuck up on me. I'm like halfway through the readings and I'm just like, all of these are like hella love readings. Like this is very and y'all know I'm a little weird, you know what I mean? And that's what, and so I'm right there with you guys. Like the yucky love stuff. Suddenly it doesn't feel so yucky anymore. And you need to let yourself enjoy that. On June 22nd, Venus goes into Gemini, and you're going to want to overthink everything. You're going to want to it's going to be easier for you to overanalyze yourself into a shitty mood. Don't do it. Let Venus and Gemini propel you into being social and interactive and meeting new people, not looping in your mind and looping in your heart about what if and what and who could and what happens if, and don't what are they feeling, what have fun, interact, allow yourself. Venus in Gemini will really allow you to be childlike. I feel like there's access to a kind of childlike love that is worth exploring. On June 28th, Neptune retrogrades in Pisces, and there's definitely tests in your connection to your spirit and your connection to your intuition. Later on that day, we have the new moon in your shadow in Cancer. I'm going to do a separate video, but there's definitely about what's going on with the new updated intentions in regards to your spirit, your home, roots, family, your soul, your capacity for love, for nurturing, for mothering, for parenting, fathering, whatever it is. It's just there's definitely seeds to plant. There's new energy to put into those themes. On July 5th, Mars goes into Taurus. And I do feel like there is, things go from very initiatory to now you can be consistent and diligent with something versus just starting rev. Now there's go. Playing the long game, understanding what this new long game looks like for you. What do you want it to look like for you? Where do you want to be in 5 years? Where do you want to be in 10 years? Those are questions that it's going to be easier those are questions that will be easier to answer with Mars and Taurus, and especially when Mercury goes into Cancer that same day. Mercury in Cancer is going to in your shadow also. We're working up to that Cancer stellium eventually. Mercury in your shadow is going to really give you access to language that you haven't had access to for a long time. This is you being able to articulate and express emotions, express yourself in a way you haven't been able to. And I also just heard too little, too late. For some of you, there is something or some situation where it's too little, too late. Or, and I feel like you are needing to respect that. Or ask somebody to respect that that's how you feel about something. On July 13th, we have the full moon in Capricorn in your sign, baby. So there's definitely a lot of releasing of the old restrictions and limitations that are keeping you from the fullness of you, keeping you from aspiring, from climbing to this new peak, what is the new peak? And you don't, and then, you know what? Okay. For some of you, the new peak is being like chill, not doing, like not having a goal, like finally like relaxing, hobbies, fun things. Like it doesn't always have to be about this aspiration to like conquer something. And I feel like some of you, the new peak is like joy. Joy for the sake of joy. Contentment. Like I feel like your shadow season is going to show you a different way to aspire, or different things to aspire to. On the 17th of July, Venus goes into Cancer. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? That like there's a lot that's about to be hitting in your shadow and your like on your axis, like that Cancer Capricorn axis. I say it all the time. That's the Captain Save-A-Ho axis. And I feel like you guys are really learning who to be out here saving and not saving anymore. And I feel like finally you guys are at a place where you're starting to realize, oh, I'm the hoe I need to save. Oh, all this time. I should have been saving my own hoe ass. I love you, just kidding. On the 19th of July, Mercury goes into Leo. Out of your shadow into Leo. And it's going to be easier for you to, I feel like, shine. For you to like say what you mean. It's going to be easier for you to be authentic. It's going to be easier for you to feel comfortable and confident articulating a lot of the heartfelt things that were cultivated while Mercury was in Cancer. That same day, Chiron retrogrades in Aries. So there's definitely a leveling up that's necessary, because when a leveling up in communication and being able to identify your emotions and articulate them to yourself and to others, there's that leveling up that's coming up because there's a big trigger that's coming through for all of us. Chiron retrograding in Aries is like, have you learned what's the new lesson in your identity wounds? For some of you, it's like, how am I presenting myself? What's going on with my connection to me? What's going on with how I feel about how other people see me? How I represent myself? God, I have something in my eye, and it's like there's nothing really there. It's just like the sensation of having something in my eye. Some of you are used to life hurting. You're used to being in pain. You're used to things being a struggle. And I feel like you've had the need to, you've been able to feel that way, or life has really unfolded in such a way where you should feel that way because you are being a particular kind of strengthened. And I just need you to know that the counterbalance to that does come, though. That there is goodness coming in. And so I don't want you identifying with struggle more so than accepting the fact that you are someone who has endured a lot of struggle. Does that make sense? Like, accepting the fact that you've had struggles is different than like identifying as the victim. I love you. Empty your lungs. Take a deep breath when you're ready. Just We're welcoming in benevolent ancestors, Mother God, Father God, Mother Earth, asking for the most useful and helpful and divinely aligned messages for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's just felt like say it with your chest. Ooh, okay, that may be coming through for some of y'all. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Cancer season 2022. The full moon in your sign is going to illuminate a lot. Wow. The High Priestess on the bottom of the deck. There may be somebody with Pisces or Cancer placements that's really playing a big role in your life. Page of Cups was turned over in the deck. And honestly, I feel like the Page of Cups was supposed to be first. But I'm going to honor this. I felt a card turn over in the deck, but I didn't look for it. Well, this is actually... So having a way deeper access to your intuition, to your gut. It's time to figure out, who do you want to be going forward? Do you want this next phase of your life? Do you want to be the obedient, docile, domesticated dog? Are you ready to just relax and be, you know, like taken care of, or, you know, motherly or fatherly, or, you know what I mean? Do you want to be in the house? Do you want to, like, or are you ready to be like the feral wild wolf? Which aspect of you is calling to be led down this new spiritual journey? There also may be some deep realizations about motherhood, about the mother, about your mother, about the way you mother, the way you were mothered, a mother-in-law, a baby mama, the water sign showing up real heavy, real strong. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Specifically Pisces and Cancer, though. The moon being the first card out says that this is a time to really prioritize your connection to your subconscious mind. Your dreams, your intuition, all of those things are really going to be ramping up. Do not sleep on your spiritual gifts, Capricorn. Do not sleep on your spiritual gifts, Capricorn. Please. Do us and the rest of everyone a favor by way of like really understanding that you can move there's so many other like mountains you can move once you have aligned with this. Some of you, this is about a deep an understanding or a realization that it's time to dive into healing modalities. Or there may be someone around you in your life that is, you know, does tarot, massage, singing, dancing, writing, flow arts, or something of that nature. There's just healing there. There may be a love offer coming in from a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, specifically a Pisces. I also feel like it's a great time to reconnect with and spend more time with your mother, or like your mother, like maternal figure, or someone that feels very nurturing to you. There could be a lot of secrets coming out about the mother. We'll dive deeper in that in the plunge. The Nine of Wands at the center of the reading, though. I'm telling you, war's over, so you don't need to be soldiering on in Cancer season. It's time to really stop, take a look, make sure that your physical, spiritual, and sexual energy are not imprisoned, that they're not caged or not locked up in illusion or deceit. I'm telling you, when Neptune retrogrades on June 28th, there's going to be tests in connection to spirit and intuition. But this is like the rose-colored glasses you have the choice. Are you going to let the rose-colored glasses stay on? Are you about to put them bitches on? Are you about to take them off? Are you going to break them? Like, what's going on? Are you interested? Like, will you please, like, let yourself see the full reality of the situation? And for some of you, the full reality of the situation is that you still have healing left to do. You still need to prioritize your mental health. You still need to prioritize your ability to identify what and who is a resource in your life. You may need to be, like, spending time, like, making sure that you know how to pick better quality people, or that, you know what I mean, little things like that, or better quality, like, people to be in your life is what I mean. Doesn't have to be like romantic people, but just could be like friends in general. There may be somebody with Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius placements, very impactful this season for you. But I feel like this is ultimately, there could be even like fights about, like, this is like, some of you, this is secret feelings. Like, something could happen and all of a sudden you have a discovery of feelings. There could be a new boo coming in. For some of you, it's like someone that you like, or someone that you used to date is dating someone new. And there could just be like weird emotions coming through. But poop, your life is too good and you got too much money to be worried about anybody else's bullshit. And look at that. The Queen of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. I'm going to keep it because the King and the Queen of Pentacles, well, no. I want to keep it, but I know you guys like when the cards organically fall out, and so do I. But the King of Pentacles came out, and then the Queen of Pentacles was on the bottom of the deck. Don't be worried. What's for you can't miss you. You and your match, you will be properly matched. You will find your divine counterpart. It's like they are working on themselves the way that you are working on yourself. And so there is a bit of recovery. I feel like both of you are in recovery, or healing, repairing. There's definitely strong Pisces energy here. And I'm not saying that that's your partner. They may have Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn placements. They may be on that, like, Aries, Taurus cusp, Taurus, Gemini cusp, like that kind of thing. Oh, I said I wasn't keeping the Queen of Pentacles. All right, final card, final message. Final card, final message for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. That's the thing. It's like life is going too good for you to be worried about the bullshit. Whatever comes up, you can handle. I'm not saying you need to allow yourself to feel your feelings, think your thoughts, like face everything. Don't just like shoo anything away. I feel like it's important for you to understand understand now, like, you're in a different chapter and you've got yourself in a different chapter. You've there's very like self-made energy here, stuff for you to be proud of. This could be a new promotion or a new job, or just finally feeling like things are really stable, feeling like things have like just stabilized in life. Like, some of you are just feeling like you really got it, like no matter what. Queen of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck again. I just feel like your counterpart is coming. And those of you who are in a committed relationship already, it's just like you don't even realize how good it could be. It's about to be really good. So there is something though about getting out of like fight mode or survival mode. Understanding some of you, there's still like deep arenas that need to be impaired. I feel like there's a hole in your love cup. And there's still some subconscious some subconscious wounds that need to be addressed. Connecting deeper to children, connecting deeper to your inner child, connecting deeper to maybe you have an artistic child. I feel like there could be some sort of secret or illusion, or something isn't as it seems. That's the that's the thing with the moon being the first card out. Capricorn, things are going to be real foggy and on purpose, because you are being asked to learn how to trust your gut and how to let your gut navigate you versus what all the fucking facts say and yes. And once you start to trust your gut, the logic and the facts and all of that information that you need will come through. But there's a lesson in faith here. There's a lesson in like, when something feels off, can I trust that it's off then? Can I trust myself? Do I trust my emotions? Do I know how to differentiate my feelings from spirit? Please clarify. I mean, not clarify. Final card, final message for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Cancer season 2022. The Lovers reversed. Interesting. And I feel like there is some sort of unexpected or alternative, maybe like kind of relationship that you're in. Some of you may be polyamorous. This also could be a breakup. This also could be secrets coming to light, you distancing yourself. This could be you deciding that you are wanting to like leave a company or go out on your own. The Lovers is, you know, also sacrifice. Some of you, there may be a decision that gets made for you. It's funny that I said something about the cusp because Lovers is Gemini, so there may be somebody with Gemini placements that, Gemini or Virgo placements that is not giving you the consistency that you want. Maybe there could be someone that may just like the connection, you know, the connection is there, but there may be distance between you, long distance love, or you may be like spending a lot of money on traveling, or but I feel like you are gonna figure out what you really want with this person or not, and there could be something really real there. So allow yourself to travel, allow yourself to explore, allow yourself to have fun. But when your spidey senses tingle, honor that. That's not some shit for you to ignore, ever. I really am curious about this moon energy. Please, is there any other information for the moon? I feel like there is like some sort of like next phase, like this thing you've got to walk through. Some of you, it's like blind faith, walking through something, and like you've got to trust your connection to spirit, or trust your gut, not what you're seeing. Some of you, there may be someone that comes in your life and it's just like, oh my God, you check all my boxes. This is everything that I've ever wanted. This is perfect. But why does it feel off still? And it's time to ask yourself, like, don't just notice that it's off. Start unpacking that. And unpack that by way of diving deeper into your spirituality and your creativity. I feel like answers will come to you when you're in play, when you're playing, when you're having a good time, when you're jovial, when you're being creative and artistic, or when you're at the water. Take trips to the water, be in water, take more baths, take more Epsom salt baths, bonfires, being out in the world, being out in nature, being like, it's time for adventure, it's time for fun. You're going to be spending money, but I feel like spending money on experiences is amazing for you right now, but don't make some relationship your number one priority, or a person your number one priority. You and your relationship to yourself and the divine have to be your number one priority. And that's even before your children. That's before, like, because if not, then you're just pouring your depletion into your children and you know what I mean? It's like in your relationships, before your work, before everything, you've got to fill your cup. You've got to put your own oxygen mask on first. And I feel like you're in a place where you're not afraid to say yes or no to any kind of karmic tests, because your ruling planet, Saturn, rules restriction, struggle, karma, time, discipline, and trust and believe. With Saturn retrograde in Aquarius, there's some karmic shit that's coming up that you're gonna, like, are you gonna make the same decisions that you did? Are you gonna ignore the same red flags that you did? Are you going to just keep pursuing the same person? Are you going to keep ignoring these negative habits that you don't want to address? Or if some potential partner comes into your life and they have those like negative habits that you've already, you know, if they bring in shit you've already dealt with, it's just like, I've already done this before. I already know that this is a no. Karmic tests are coming by way of interacting with people. It's by way of new loves, new relationships, new new friends, new job opportunities? Can you say no? Can you actually say like, I'm worth this, or we need to renegotiate XYZ because I feel worth this, or I need to be heard in this department. There is just some sort of I feel like the illusions are getting broken. It's just like it's giving rose colored glasses. And I'm not saying that you have rose colored glasses on or off. I'm just saying your relationship to your pair of rose colored glasses is evolving. And I feel like emotion is so important for you, Capricorn. Invest in not micromanaging anything. The fruit of your labor is coming. The fruit of your labor is coming if it hasn't already. Plant the seed. You've done your part. Do your work. Let the divine do theirs. Do your part and trust and have faith that the divine will do theirs. But if there's anything you take from this and that you take from me, if something feels off, it is. Let's get into it. For the full version of the video, go to Patreon.